Hey, what's going on, guys? TheHORRORman back on Hammer Horror Month with my review of The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll.
Stop! Hammer time!
The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll is a 1960 Hammer horror production, included on this Hammer Films collection. Some alternate titles for the movie include JEKYLL'S Inferno and House of Fright. This is obviously Hammer's take on the strange case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Dr. Henry Jekyll is a scientist obsessed with his work, so much so that he spends all of his time in his lab, rather than with his wife, Kitty. I am by no means making excuses for her, by the way. She's awful. I mean, she's very attractive, but she's unfaithful to Henry. Kitty has been carrying on an affair with the smug Paul Allen, played by Christopher Lee. After experimenting, Jekyll turns himself into the young, confident Edward Hyde. Using this larger-than-life alter ego, he carries out a vengeful plan on those who have wronged him. At first, Dr. Jekyll is able to willingly switch back and forth between personas. Soon, though, Hyde begins taking control. With Edward Hyde, even murder isn't out of the question, and that includes Dr. Henry Jekyll himself. This movie is a lot of fun. I really like how they changed the look of Henry Jekyll and Edward Hyde. It's the same actor, but they did a great job distinguishing the two characters. It's actually believable that his own wife wouldn't recognize him as Hyde. Even his voice is different, and that's sort of important. Christopher Lee plays a good, arrogant jerk in this. Kitty, while beautiful, really is horrible for her cheating. She's very careless about the whole thing. I love the colors in The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll. The movie plays out like a story from Tales from the Crypt. You look forward to the bad guys getting served their just desserts. There are some really satisfying moments, too. One thing I will say, though, and I'm not completely certain I'd prefer it this way, but I think it would have been interesting if the film ended just a few minutes earlier. But I do get why it ended the way it did. Overall, this was a blast. I liked it a lot. Have you seen The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Don't forget to check out Jason's review to hear his thoughts on the film. Which Hammer horror production will we review next? Check back tomorrow to find out. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.